This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is a PSA, or public sock announcement. Experts have declared Bombas socks as the best way to warm up chilly feet. These pairs are super cushy, soft, and designed for maximum coziness. Plus, for every pair purchased, another pair will be donated, so someone in need of essential clothing can stay warm this winter. Go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back. It's another Bob and Tom Extra. This is Christopher. Not only is the Bob and Tom Show live every weekday morning, but every afternoon we'll give you a little extra in case you missed anything. On the show today, Greg Warren with the Warren Report today about the sense of smell. It's all coming up right after this.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Brand new tape from Tony Baker and the Pork Pistols. Dedicated to Tom Griswold's. Live on Live Days. When you used to have hair, but now there's nothing there, Rogaine.
Thank you.
I sang it right to his face.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You want the best, you got the best.
It's our way of making sure you haven't missed anything. This is Bob and Tom Extra.
We are joined via satellite by, the stern-looking Greg Warren with the Warren Report. Greg is one of my favorite comedians. You'll find Greg floating around in the ether with his latest comedy special entitled The Salesman. Also, the one before that is Where the Field Corn Grows. Both worthy of your pursuit. Now, are you upset because we posted the altered photographs of Greg Warren and the rest of us, actually, as we sort of swapped genders, if you will? We have Christy as a man. We have Greg Warren as a woman. And I noticed yours changes the least.
Yeah, you just look like you have longer hair. That was it.
And Josh, how did you describe it?
Except that as a woman, it looks like you're wearing less eyeliner. Greg often gets.
I want to make sure you heard that, Greg.
He often gets accused.
Yeah, no, I heard it, Tom. Yeah, it's, yes, fair featured. I'm effeminate, is what you guys are saying, which fine. Yeah. No, I thought that most of you guys were better looking women than I was, but. Yeah, Tom, I thought you might have made a fine-looking woman, actually.
Thank you. These are posted, by the way, on our various social media platforms. You can see what we'd look like as ladies, and in the case of Christy, as a gent.
Yeah.
And Jess Hooker, et cetera, et cetera. So check that out. How are you?
Yeah, Christy looked like a dork as a guy.
Thanks.
A real dingus.
Yeah. You just want to smack him.
Sorry, Eric.
What is your topic today?
Well, I wanted to talk about the sense of smell.
Oh, the olfactory.
Yeah. No, the sense of smell.
Sorry, Greg.
All right.
I don't know if you guys saw this thing going around the internet last week. It made me curious. There's this woman who all of a sudden thought that her husband smelled horrible. And her friends and family were like, no, he doesn't. He smells fine. And she was like, no, he smells horrible. And then 3 or 4 years later, he got Parkinson's.
Oh,
weird. And then she went to this Parkinson's support group meeting, and she was like, she was blown away by the worst smell of her life. And then she talks to the medical community and finds out she has this thing where she can detect Parkinson's within somebody.
My God.
She can smell whether somebody's going to get Parkinson's in the future.
Whoa.
Yes, this is a real thing. Her name is Joy Milne. It was going around the internet last week. And I just want to say that is an amazing power. And you better hope she's a good person. Because
wow, good point.
That is a power that could be misused. Like that she could be at the fair this weekend. You're like, 500, I'll tell you whether you get Parkinson's. 500. Yeah, you got Parkinson's. Well, when am I going to get it? That's another 500. That's going to be another 500.
That's amazing.
Is that the only thing that she can detect?
That I'm aware of, Tom.
Well, okay. That and bad fish.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's probably some guy that's like, she's like, oh, you got Parkinson's. And they're like, no, that's just Larry. He never showers.
I'm a fishmonger at the Seattle market.
Yeah.
Do you have a good sense of smell, Greg? You were a wrestler.
So.
Did you?
I don't know.
What does that have to do with wrestling?
You have a good sense of smell.
I think what
Greg?
Tom's suggesting is that if
I know you were a wrestler,
if you had too acute of smell, that you might get some whiffs of things you didn't want to get whiffs.
What I was going for, I can remember back in the day, there were certain wrestlers that would deliberately not bathe. Days before matches so that they would stink.
I've heard about this.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about this sort of thing.
Greg, were you ever forced up against your opponent's perineum?
Not that I'm aware of, Chick. It's you don't.
He
really
was never forced up against it.
All right, Josh.
Look at this compromising position I found myself.
Oh no, not the
Willie,
tank drop.
Don't pin me.
Please don't.
This isn't how I saw this report going.
And whatever you do, don't kiss me. Okay.
I'm sorry. We've interrupted your report. Get back to the...
No, that's all right. Have you guys heard that thing where like they say dogs can smell cancer?
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Which then I have testicular cancer. There's no doubt about it. For sure.
Many dogs.
Dogs like that groin area of yours, do they?
Yeah, they just go right for it. It freaks me out now since I've heard that. I'm like, God, this is terrible.
And you're like, dog, no, don't lick my face. No.
Greg, who's the comedian? He's a really nice guy and very funny. Doesn't have a sense of smell.
I don't know.
Stout, Ryan Stout.
Ryan Stout, yes.
Yeah. Stout doesn't smell?
Right. Yeah, he has no sense of smell.
There's a name for that.
Sonorous something.
Anosmia.
Anosmia, that's it.
I'm not sure, but
right.
he's and then you tried to describe what smelling is like, and it's weird.
Doesn't that affect the way things taste to him?
Yes, he said it does.
Yeah, definitely. Did you know that there's smell training that you can go through to sharpen your sense of smell, especially for old people? Old people tend to lose their sense of smell a little bit earlier, and it can be a sign of Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. And what they do is they have these people actively sniffing and concentrating on smells twice a day. And it works. And it doesn't just improve their smell sense, it improves their verbal skills more than like Sudoku.
Wow.
And this is this practice was pioneered in Germany. So I would imagine it's sort of an exacting regimen. What do you smell, old man? I think that's blueberry pie. Nine, boysenberry, back of the line.
On these, do they do primarily positive smelling things, or do they give them things that smell rancid or?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Rotting or flatulence
I
or
hope not.
wasn't there a famous scratch and sniff card with a movie?
Yeah. Smell-o-vision.
And one of the cards had dog manure or something.
Yeah, I think it was what the hell's that guy?
Philadelphia with Tom Hanks?
The guy's name.
Oh, the guy from Baltimore.
Yeah. John Waters.
John Waters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Funny-looking guy.
Yeah.
Very funny guy. Very funny.
Now, Josh, you don't like the smell of cologne, right?
Right. I believe I actually have an allergy to it.
Yeah, and your old roommate and my buddy Sean O'Brien likes to wear that stuff.
Yes, he does.
Got in the car a couple weeks ago to go on a trip, like a 5-hour car trip to do a gig. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. He's like, what? I'm like, you smell like the counter at Dillard's. Like, what's going on? He's like, hey, man, this is a $500 bottle of cologne. I'm like, well, you used 430 of it tonight.
Yeah, he never got it. That it was way too much.
Now, are you a cologne guy, Greg? I don't see you using a splash on or.
I haven't. I think I might start though. I might.
Brute.
I might.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might start, man. I'm thinking it's time.
How do you decide?
I don't know, man. I was going to see.
And you try on all the fragrances.
I know when I was in high school, heavy on the Brute and the green plastic bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Willie, are you a smell guy?
Not particularly, but maybe it's I've been kind of trained not to be a smell guy.
Oh, yeah. Tom doesn't like that stuff, right?
I mean, you have many times before a middle school dance, I walked out of, when Cheech and Chong would open their van and all the smoke would come out.
Yeah.
I'd be spraying myself with Axe body spray, and just a wave of cool blue ice would hit the hallway. Just get yelled at.
I mean, I can remember a couple proscriptions as a dad. At one point, we got a letter, I don't know if you remember this, Willie, not allowing the Pokemon cards at the pool. I don't know if you remember this. And then I remember getting one not allowing any Axe products to be used at school.
Why can't you have Pokemon cards at the pool?
It became, I guess there was a lot of hostility engendered by the. Yeah, I
wasn't plugging the filter.
My question is, my question is, Tom Griswold's got enough juice in that time to overrule that rule. The Pokemon. He got Bob's favorite soup discontinued from a restaurant.
Right.
So here's the real question, Greg. When when Willie Phase 1 was coming up, these guys had all those Pokemon cards. We put them in these special notebooks. I've got to find those things. We've been looking for them for years.
Well, you just moved. You have.
They weren't in the move. They must be in Sam's basement because I'm sure we've got some pretty valuable cards in there because God knows we bought them.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you might. Did you guys know that certain hotels have signature smells?
I didn't.
Yes, the Sheraton, fig and clove. 4 Points is cinnamon. Westin is white tea. Red Roof Inn, dead hooker.
Are these scents, these smells? Are they somehow piped into the air filtration system?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah,
they did that. They actually piped in during the 2009 World Series. The Tampa Rays piped in a smell called Citrus Burst, which, if you know how many fans the Tampa Rays get, it might have been just one guy eating an orange. You can't smell when you're sleeping.
I didn't know that.
Now,
really?
I've had smells wake me up.
Yeah, I was going to say. I've had a dog wake
Josh,
me up.
You didn't.
Really?
Can't happen.
They say you didn't?
Well,
okay.
I have awakened to find a pile of dog poop.
Well, but think about it, though. I don't think after you wake up, then you start smelling.
Right.
There was a dog diarrhea incident at my house that I swear it woke both of us up. But maybe it was.
Maybe it was the sound of the diarrhea.
I just like the title of that episode, The Dog Diarrhea Incident.
Oh, it was so bad.
Sounds like a Sherlock Holmes, a lesser story.
But they're saying the science says no, huh?
That's what the science says, Josh. I'll look into it. I'll talk to my guy.
No, it's cool.
I'll ask him about the dog diarrhea incident.
You're better, actually. I think he's wrong.
Women are better at identifying smells than men?
Well, women are just better all the way
Thank
around.
you, Chick.
Let's face it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. It says they have a more developed orbital prefrontal region.
The queef-frontal?
No, Tom.
Prefrontal.
Oh,
Tom.
I think you said the
Talking about the brain right here.
The queef-frontal. That's right.
You'll never hear me say that word.
Greg, Tom thought you said queef.
Let's talk about
I did not.
Queef more.
What is Tom thought you said?
A queef.
More developed orbital prefrontal region.
Mm-hmm.
Is that in their vaginas?
No, it's their
in their
women
brain,
have
you
those.
tool.
I'm sorry, Greg, did you say queef?
I did not.
That's your act, right?
You'll not hear me say that.
Hey, Greg, you ever been to a restaurant that has a sniz shield?
You know what a sniz is.
It's a sneeze shield.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
You getting sniz on the reg?
I think we're ruining Greg's
Tom, get back to your queef program, will you?
No.
Queef your queefer. Hey, queef man.
Hey, queefy, come on out and queef. Oh.
You guys, no, you've ruined it. It's ruined.
Now, do you say
the report is ruined.
You say ruined or ruined?
He says ruined.
It's ruined.
Ruined.
That's what I thought.
I never realized you're so dirty.
Yeah, it is.
As I was mentioning, they have a more developed prefrontal region.
And their boobs.
Supposedly, they have that because it gives them the ability to discern the best possible mate.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know.
Well,
Some of my friends that are women, like, hey, Sally, where was your pre-orbital region with your deadbeat ex-husband, Randy? Like,
I must have been attracted to stale beer and guitar picks back in the day.
Wow. That could be it. That definitely could be it. Did you know that animals have favorite smells?
Really?
Favorites?
Yes. Lions like mint.
What? Where do lions? Is this in captivity or is there mint out there in the jungle?
There's mint out there in the it's a plant. I mean, lions like mint. And my family learned that the hard way. Yeah, my great-great-grandfather went on a safari with the wrong pack of Wrigley's, and that's why we always chew Big Red in this family.
That's right.
Boy, who buys that double mint, the green? I don't care for that.
I did when I was a kid.
Ugh.
What do you like? Do you like juicy fruit, Chick?
I like juicy fruit. I like almost any except the green. I like.
What about the
fruit.
White spearmint?
I like the spearmint. I like Winto green. I like all of it except the double mint. That's no good.
Okay.
Winto green is not a is that a gum?
Is that a mint?
That might be.
That's a lifesaver.
That might be a lozenge. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's the one where if you, at least they would say when you're a kid, if you in the dark, if you bite it, it
sparked.
Sparked.
Yeah,
sparks on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Camels like tobacco.
Oh, that naturally,
Joe Camel. Yeah.
Huh. Is that real?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to make one of your stand-up jokes?
No.
Are you making a funny?
Do camels?
I'm not.
Do camels chew it and spit, or do they just sniff it?
Like the smell of it.
I think they just like the smell of it. Yeah.
Do they hold their spitter cups with their hooves?
Is there a lot of tobacco growing in the desert?
Yeah.
I don't know. And a camel can smell water 50 miles away.
Oh,
I've heard that. That is
150 from Flint.
Well, he's not letting.
That's it for another Bob and Tom Show Extra. Catch us on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. For Bob and Tom Extra, this is Christopher. Take care, everybody.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.